When Westworld. Let's get it.
Don't be sure, tell them make sure. If not, we gon' make more. Clips say it hold 20, but I think it could take more. Grab a stick, fire on your camp, we gon' make s'mores. I ain't satisfied with my spot, then I'ma take yours. No matter how many roadblocks in my way, I'ma break forward. This path I'm on is so damn narrow, I just stay forward. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, I just ate more. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, give me 8 more. Nigga, I don't sugarcoat shit, bitch, I'm straightforward. Don't give a fuck if they don't let me in, I just break doors. Ballin' so hard, they asking what team that I play for. Scammer who? They ain't stopped making guns when they made yours. Sick with it, feeling like I woke up with stage 4. They ain't want the beast loose, what they opened up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times is what I'm made for. Pay my dudes, never left a wage, I just rage war. So many chains and goatee, this the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Still against all enemies. In high school, you was the man that's lost memory shit. Lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing, dog, I plan to keep. You lose your mind where I'm from, I ain't talking from what you see. I never lost soul, losing time, waste a steady pace, and you off track, I'm on that. You pray to God, hoping he can save you. But the power about war, and that's a different angle. This another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason, got a flash on the grip. Nigga, big priest, they gon' judge me by my increase. And I'ma keep stepping in these joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob, and he said it's time to shine. Certified, blue dot, put it on you, now you verified. One Westworld, bigger than World War III. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top 3.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then chains, so when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have the deep squad, been rapping since knee high. Now a nigga shack size, spit that holy fire, when you hear it, you get baptized. One Westworld, yeah, you niggas know the logo, and I'ma bust it down so the haters see the globo. Let's have a feast, let's shine on our enemies, right in their face, let's blind all our enemies. Cause now we have, but we come from half knots. Throw that cash on the ground, my nigga, let's cast lots. I started from the bottom, birthed out of mud, raised by gangsters, turned out a thug, I ain't give a fuck. Burnt out I was, from hitting licks in and out and selling nicks in the drop.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my houses.
Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just hustle, setting the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, save facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the brutal show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in his dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakatham to all the brothers, Yahweh Shemar Lathabah Shem Yahweh to all the sisters. We're the Isupk, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. We've been teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth of the Bible since 1969. All right, truth of the Bible is that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the Israelites the Bible speaks about. You're the Lord's chosen people. You know what I mean? No, you are the Lord's chosen people. You feel me? That Bible was given to you and nobody but you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. And to do that, we must keep those laws, statutes, and commandments in the Bible. All right. It's lucky. And what just passed this last coming Sunday was Easter, and all of our people was out there celebrating Easter with Easter egg hunts and going to the Christian church, dressing up in the oppressors' holy wear, which would be suits and big church hats with feathers on it. And you dig what I'm saying? That's what was happening this weekend. And also, what was happening this weekend was our people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, was teaching our children death. You know what I mean? They were teaching our children death because they're being, what would you call it? They're being manipulated by the Christian pastors. That's what they're doing. And that's what happened this weekend, right? And we're supposed to be set apart as being black men, Hispanic men, Native American men, as being Israelites of the Bible, as being the Lord's chosen people. We're supposed to be separate, set apart from everybody on this planet. We're not supposed to be doing Easter like everybody else is, right? but it's a strong delusion. It's mysticism. It's a witchcraft that goes along with it, right? How in the hell we tell our kids when they're growing up not to lie to me, right? We tell them you better not lie and don't be lying, but then we tell them that bunnies lay eggs, right? We tell them that there's such thing as a tooth fairy. We tell them that a white man comes and brings them gifts on Christmas, right? That's what we tell them. Come down the chimney, and they living in the projects with no chimney. You feel me? I know the kids wonder, like, then how the hell Santa get it here? You know, so because it's all lies, man. We're lying to our kids every day of the year. Every day of the week, we're lying to our kids. Even telling them that the Lord's Day is on Sunday, lying to our kids. And then we expect them to tell us the truth. Of course, they're not going to tell us the truth, man. Of course, they're going to lie about, she's going to lie about having sex with Tyrone. Of course, they're going to lie about smoking weed. Of course, they're going to lie about all these different things that they're doing out here in the world because we've been lying to them their whole life. So they think there's nothing wrong with a lie because we lie to them all the time. Am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong? And as for us, we're just moving further and further away from the Lord. But here in the ISUPK, we're showing you how to get closer to the Lord, how to serve the Most High correctly like you were supposed to. Right? What the hell? Right. Give me the book. Give me Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26. Right. 20, verse 26. Because the way the Lord set it up is we're supposed to be separate from all these other nations, from all these other people out here. We're supposed to be different. We're not supposed to be doing the same thing that they do. You do what I'm saying? Because they can worship whatever God they want to. But black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, when you worship another God, when you celebrate Christmas, when you celebrate Easter, you get put in chains. You go into servitude, meaning you serve everybody, every nation under the heavens, man. You serve every nation under the heavens. Why? Because all that's in the world was not meant for you, man. It was not meant for you to celebrate Easter, talking about bunnies lay eggs, man. Where is that in the Bible? Where bunnies laying eggs? Anybody know where that's at in the Bible? If they know where bunnies lay eggs in the Bible, let me know. You know what I mean? What Officer Dawood said, right? For Moses to get his people free, he must have did an Easter egg hunt. You know what I'm talking? King David killed tens of thousands of men, right, on the battlefield, and then he went back to the castle and did to the castle and did an Easter egg hunt. You think what I'm saying? You feel me? That's what they did. They did Easter egg hunts, man. Daniel was thrown in the lion's den. You dig what was thrown in the lion's den, right? With the lions, and they all had a big Easter egg hunt. You know what I mean? Surely the lion ate the bunny rabbit, but there's a whole big reason for the bunny. We're gonna get into that today too. Go ahead, Doc. I need you to talk louder.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy.
Hold on. Go read that over.
Okay. And ye shall be holy unto me.
It says, and ye shall be holy unto me. But maybe the Lord was talking to everybody when they said this, right? Go up to Leviticus 21. Go to Leviticus 1:1. Let's see who Moses was talking to. Let's see if it was everybody on the earth. You dig what I'm saying? Because it could have been everybody on the earth. You know, you never know. You never know. We could be wrong. Right? We have to prove these things, man. Something that they never do in the Christian church. Because they ain't never proved in the Christian church that bunnies lay eggs. They ain't never proved in the Christian church, right? That on Friday, on Friday was when the king died, and on Sunday, 3 days later, see, I say 3 days, you know what I'm talking about? Let me use these air quotations. 3 days later, right, which would be a Monday, not a Sunday, the king returned, man. Let me see. Go ahead.
Look at Leviticus chapter 1, verse 1. And the Lord called unto Moses and spake unto him out of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel.
No, speak unto the Edomites.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto the Moabites.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto everybody on the planet.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
No, speak unto the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans only. That's what that means. Speak to the children of Israel. Keep going.
And say unto them, if any man of you bring an offering unto the Lord, ye shall bring your offering of the cattle.
Hold on. All right, we can go back to Leviticus, the 20th chapter. That was so the book of Leviticus is only written to the children of Israel, not everybody. Everybody didn't get the laws of God, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me.
Right. The Lord said that ye should be holy unto him. You should be separate from everybody else on this planet, but closer to the Most High. Oh, my bad. Slack. You should be separate from everybody on this planet, but closer to the Most High. That's what that means. You're supposed to be separate. That's what the word holy means. You know, the word holy comes from, the word holy does not mean wear a big church hat to church on Easter Sunday. The word holy don't mean a shamanahaya, a shamanahu, a shamana handbag. That is not what that means, bro. Being holy does not mean you can eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Being holy means you be set apart from everybody on the planet, man. Separate. Be ye separate. Go ahead.
For I, the Lord, am holy.
Right, because the Lord is separate. You know what I mean? How many Christians it is on the planet? It's about 7 billion, not 7 billion. It's about 1 billion Christians on the planet.
The whole world is Christian, right?
Yeah, the whole world is Christian. But I'm talking about like as Christianity.
Oh.
You know what I mean? There's about 1 billion Christians on the planet, right? One out of 1 billion Christians, right? Out of 1 billion Christians, everybody celebrates Easter. There's only about 7 billion people on the planet, and 1 billion, I want to say it's more than 1 billion Christians. Where's my phone at? Can you Google that? What's up?
Like I said, what was said in Ezekiel 8 and 14 talks about the abomination of Easter.
There's a lot of scriptures about the abomination of Easter. Any scripture you can pull about pagan holidays is about Easter. What's up?
I just brought out like how the Bible only says Easter one time, and that word doesn't mean Easter is the day it means Passover.
It does. It does, but we're finna bring that out. That's why I gave you the what's the name?
Oh.
The Bible dictionary.
I could have brought this out yesterday.
Yeah, well, I brought it. The other one is over there. That's my personal copy. Where was I at?
You was still on 26. And he suffered you from the.
Right. Okay. There's about how many Christians is on the planet? 2.5 billion. That's my guesstimate. 2.5 billion. 2.7. Huh? Lower. 2.3. 2.2. There's 2.2 billion Christians on the planet out of 7 billion people. You know what I mean? Last time they did this, it was 7 billion people on the planet, and there's 2.2 billion Christians.
Oh, so, actually, you're correct. It says
2.7.
It says, I went to another thing. It says Christianity is practiced by about 2.4 billion people.
Yeah. 2.5 billion people celebrate Christmas. Celebrate Easter. Now, is that being set apart, or is that being going with the masses? Caviar. Is that being set apart or being with the masses celebrating Easter? Celebrating Easter is with the masses. Now, the Lord said that he's separate and we should be separate. Right? Keep going.
And I've severed you from other people.
Right. The Lord has separated us from everybody else on the planet. That's why we celebrate. That's why we celebrate what? The Passover. The same day as Easter was the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You do what I'm saying? You understand that? We separated us from everybody on the planet. Everybody don't do the Feast of Unleavened Bread. While we was out here sacrificing and not eating bread, you know what I mean, and eating leaven, you know what I mean, and eating baking soda and yeast, you know what I mean? While we was, which is in everything, damn near. Can't even go eat fried chicken because something that's made without baking soda or without yeast, somehow in some way these devils figured out a way to put baking soda in the fried chicken. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? So that's just that's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. But that's not being separate. The Lord separated us so we can keep the Passover, so we can keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Not to keep Easter with the rest of the world. You dig what I'm saying? With the rest of everybody on the earth. Keep going on.
That ye should be mine.
That we should be what?
That ye should be mine.
Right, because we're the Lord's people. We're the Lord's people. So he separated us, so we just won't celebrate Christmas, won't celebrate Easter, won't celebrate Thanksgiving, won't celebrate what's coming up, the 4th of July. You dig what I'm saying? So we can be set apart, so we can be the Lord's possession, not the oppressor's possession, to do whatever the oppressor says. From there, go to Give me Easter in the dictionary. Let's see what Easter says.
Easter. Easter. Rather, Easter in Acts 12:4.
You don't have to read that part out.
Oh, okay. The day of which the church celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Okay, go ahead.
There is no celebration of the resurrection.
It doesn't say anything about the translation. How it translates actually the Passover.
But that's what I was reading. It says Easter in Acts 12, chapter 12, verse 4, King James Version, but correctly translate Passover.
Okay.
But it says, but correctly translated Passover.
Right. So Easter is directly translated to Passover. You feel me? Which is Paschal. I think it's Paschal in the Greek, and it's Passat in the Hebrew, right? Passover is Passat in the Hebrew, and then it translates to Paschal in the Greek, which translates to Easter in the English from Greek. That's the only reason why it's in it's in what would you call it? It's in the New Testament. Because when they translated it from Greek to English, it translates to Easter or Esther. Go ahead.
There is no celebration of the resurrection in the New Testament.
No, read it as it is. I keep going like you never read that first part.
Translated Passover in the ASB.
Just keep going.
The day of which the church celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Right. It's a day that the church celebrates the resurrection of Christ. Go ahead.
There is no celebration of the resurrection in the New Testament.
So you telling me the Christ, the disciples, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, nobody was celebrating the resurrection of Christ in the New Testament? Nobody celebrated the resurrection of Christ in the New Testament. So what gives you the right, Christians, to celebrate that? To celebrate the resurrection of Christ? If nobody in Israel did it ever, what gives them the right to do it? It's like Christmas. Nobody ever celebrated Christmas in the New Testament, in the Old Testament, in the Bible, period. Then what gives them the right to celebrate the birth of Christ? You dig what I'm saying? Keep going on. Well, like it's just what you say the other day at camp? You said Christ didn't do away with the law. You did. You know what I'm talking about? Christ didn't celebrate Christmas. You do. You feel me? Christ didn't celebrate his resurrection. You do. And you're supposed to be Christ-like. They say, I'm Christ-like. How you Christ-like and you don't do anything Christ did? You dig? You ain't Christ-like. You're yourself-like. You feel me? You do everything yourself wants to do. You don't do nothing Christ told you to do. Christ told you to keep to worship thy Father. Don't worship him. And we worship, and now you worship the Christ like he's the Father. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead,
The Jewish Christians linked in with the Passover and so observed it on the 14th day of the Nisan, regardless of the day of the week. That sound like
us. You know, the Passover is supposed to be kept on the 14th day of the first month. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't that what we do? The 14th day of the first month? That is exactly how we keep the Passover. Keep going. And they said the Jewish Christians. So the ones when after Christ died that were Jews and they were actually started being Christians and following Christ, that's what they did. They kept the Passover. Go ahead.
But the Gentile believers.
But the who?
But the Gentile believers.
The what?
The Gentile believers.
Who do you think the Gentile believers are? Go ahead.
The brothers and sisters in the world today. The ones who were Israelites but not keeping the laws, acting like heathens.
All right, it's actually about to tell you.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Gentile believers celebrated the resurrection on the Lord's Day, Sunday. This difference was settled by the Council of
Nicaea
in 325 AD.
Right. So if you know anything about the Council of Nicaea was where all these priests got together. They were actually black men and Hispanic men under Constantine. Right, they got together and they just decided on the religion Christianity, what would be accepted and what wouldn't be accepted. You dig what I'm saying? And Constantine orchestrated a lot of those pagan holidays that we keep today, like Christmas and Easter. Not Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving around Christmas and Easter and Valentine's Day and things like that. They tried to incorporate that inside of the Bible. You dig what I'm saying? They tried to incorporate that inside the Bible. So they took those high holy days and they made a day that's around that day, so that way it wouldn't be so strange for the pagans to turn to be Christians or the pagans to turn to the to Judaism or Christianity. Does that make sense? That makes sense? All right. Is there any more on that? Go ahead.
That Easter should be celebrated on the first Sunday after the full moon following the vernal equinox. This is the system following today. The date of the Easter varying between March 22nd and April 25th.
Yep, just like the Passover. Just like the Passover. So they needed something around the days of the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You know what I mean? And that's what they call their Easter. Resurrection of Jesus. My Jesus, my Jesus. You know what Jesus they talking about? They're not talking about Yahweh Shai Mashiach, but they're talking about Caesar Borgia. That's their Jesus. The one that's going to let them do whatever they want to do on the earth. You feel me? My Jesus don't do that. Not my Jesus. My Jesus don't let you do everything. You know what I'm talking about? My Jesus said, there's two commandments: love thy neighbor like thy brother, love thy neighbor like thyself, right? And then he also said, and love the Most High with all thy mind, heart, and soul, and strength. You dig what I'm saying? We know how to love the Lord, don't we? How do we love the Lord, Capiar? By keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, right? And when Christ said that, was everybody living in Israel? Who was living in Israel? Nope.
The ones keeping the law.
Nope. Who was living in Israel?
Was it the Canaanite woman or the Canaanite?
Who was living in Israel?
Who was living in Israel?
Yeah. And the Canaanite woman came from the coast of Samaria. Who was living in Israel at that time? You said the heathens. You said everybody that was keeping the law, which we know everybody in Israel wasn't keeping the law then. Everybody in Judea wasn't keeping the law. Who was living there? No. But just because they're sinning does not make them. That don't make them Israelites. Who was living in Israel? Who was living in? No, everybody was not living in Jerusalem. Who was living in Israel? Come on, Capiar. It's very simple. What do you mean nobody? Everybody was living. There was people in Jerusalem. Who was living in Jerusalem? No. What do you mean? It's a very simple question with a very simple answer. Who do we go out to the streets to look for today? That's who was living in Jerusalem. That's who was living in Israel. Israelites. Congratulations. You starting to scare me. Well, you starting to scare me. I was starting to think that what are you talking about? You feel me? Israelites was living in Israel. We done with Easter? Give me Ishtar. Yeah. Now let's see what God is worshipped on Easter Sunday. That was pagan. What did I say? She got 10 titties. Real talk though. I want you to pull up a picture of Ishtar though, to show the people, because she do got a whole bunch of breasts. You got it? Go ahead.
Ishtar, Semitic goddess worshipped in the
Phoenician,
Canaan, Assyria, and Babylonia.
Damn, it was worship in all the early time. Go ahead.
Her name is spelled in various ways.
And it's only right that she makes an appearance here in Babylon the Great. It all started with Babylon, so this is Babylon the Great. Everything that was in Babylon is here today. Don't that make sense? They call that Babylon. This is Babylon the Great, the old virgin daughter, right? Go ahead. Old virgin daughter of Babylon.
So it's Asher, Ashtar, Ashtru.
You ain't got to read all that.
Ishtar.
There you go.
In Babylonia. The name and cult of the goddess were derived from Babylonia.
Wait. You said the name and cult? I thought we was a cult. They called us a cult, right? Well, Ishtar's the people that worship Ishtar is a cult. Go ahead.
The name and cult of the goddess were derived from Babylonia, where she was the goddess of love and war.
She was the goddess of love and war. Oh, there's so much love going on, but it also war. How can you be the goddess of love and war? How can you be the goddess of both? You know, how can you be the goddess of bringing people together and the goddess of killing of tearing people apart? Go ahead. Yep. That's exactly what they do. Yep. And Ishtar is confused. Go ahead.
The chief seat of her worship in Babylonia was Erech, where prostitution was practiced in her name by bands of men and women.
So in Babylon, the way you worship Ishtar was by prostitution, right? That's why they call her now the goddess of fertility. Everybody remember that about Ishtar being the goddess of prostitution. You know what I'm talking about? That's what all the women worship today is Ishtar, because they all want to be prostitutes. Hey, did I ever send you the article? No, I didn't. My bad. It's like Slovakia. I'm giving it to you right now. Right. It says on Easter Sunday, Texas street erupts in shootout with bullets flying everywhere.
There's also another article that said that Christians were being targeted too.
Yep. On Easter Sunday, there was I think it was in Nebraska. There was somebody that got killed at Sunday service. Shots rang out in the church on Easter. The Lord told him not to celebrate it. It was also like a shootout at the club or something. 2 dead, and it was like 6 wounded. Hey, the Lord ain't playing with nobody, man. The Lord ain't playing with nobody. Go ahead. Whenever you get it.
You want to read this?
Yep.
Is Easter pagan in origin roots? Like in origin and roots. So the name Easter was derived from Estor.
Wait.
Is it E-O?
No, that's not. Where are you at? You didn't see the part above? Is Easter pagan in origin and roots? And then you got to read the next part that's underneath it.
All the fun things about Easter are pagan.
It says what?
All the fun things about Easter are pagan.
Go ahead.
Bunnies are a leftover from the pagan festival of Easter. Easter.
Yep, that's how you say it. It says bunnies are a leftover from the pagan festival Easter. Go, keep going.
Hot cross buns are related to Israelites baking sweet buns for an idol and religious leaders trying to put a stop to it.
Wait. Hold up. Read that part one more time.
Hot cross buns are related to Israelites bake, baking sweet buns for an idol and religious leaders trying to put a stop to it.
Stop. So you telling me at the same time as the Lord told us not to be making bread with yeast in it, right? Which would be buns. You know what I mean? At the same time, the way they worship idols at that time were by making buns, by making bread with yeast in it. What's up, Bob?
I was like, so you know when you talk about church things?
Yeah.
So, my Taliban said case like so we were all safe at the Passover.
Hell yeah, we was also safe at the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. It was also what they call it. We was home plate. We was home plate. We was safe. You were absolutely right, Matas. What? Absolutely safe. Keep going. Go ahead. Keep going with that article because it gets better.
So they were trying to stop me.
Yep.
And people were trying to convince them to keep on celebrating Easter.
Of course.
Oh, wow. Eventually, defiant cake baking pagan woman was successful, and a cross was added to the buns to Christianize them.
Keep going.
The name Easter was derived from Esther, originally a Saxon word, Esther, denoting a goddess of the Saxons in honor of whom sacrifices were offered about the time of the Passover.
Right, about the time of the Passover. Remember, they was talking about how they break sweet bread, right? At the time of the Passover, that's what they used to do. The other nations used to bake sweet bread to worship Easter, whatever her name, whatever we gonna call it. Go ahead.
This very fact causes many to wonder if Easter is really a pagan holiday and if it should be celebrated by Christians.
It is a pagan holiday, and it should not be celebrated by the followers of Christ, the disciples of Christ. It better not be them. It better not be who I think it is. I think it was them boys. It's the boys. I know it. I know it. Hey, my boy, if you're gonna come in here, you're gonna sit down and you're gonna pay attention to class. But y'all gonna quit bothering us, man. Stop doing that. Y'all don't want the Lord to punish y'all for that, for interrupting his class. I'm telling you. The Lord will take all your bikes away. Real talk. Go ahead. Yes, wait, yes, it is pagan. And no, the disciples of Christ should not do it. Go ahead.
The origins of Easter are wrapped up in a celebration of seasonal renewal that has taken place in numerous cultures for thousands of years around the time of the spring equinox.
Ain't that what they said earlier about the equinox? How it's celebrated a week after the equinox? Oh my goodness.
Hey, what's the problem? home, Mark.
What?
I'm looking at this. It's crazy because it's talking about Easter, but then it also has, it's also promoting. It says, "Get your free prayer, an Easter prayer." The scripture right here.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's talking about the spring equinox, right? Go ahead though. And it says it's been celebrated by numerous cultures. You do what I'm saying? Go ahead. Let's ignore him.
Some argue that even the Christian version of Easter really perpetuates a pagan age-old familiar theme of resurrection rather than honoring an actual person or event in history.
So all the pagan Easter rituals from the past, right, in different cultures had something to do with resurrection. So when they talking about we celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ, so now that resurrection is just another one in the long line of resurrections in different cultures. That's why the Lord told us not to celebrate it. That's why he told us to be ye separate. You dig what I'm saying? That's why he told us to be ye separate, because everybody else has a resurrection story, but we don't have a resurrection story. Or everybody else celebrates resurrection, but Christ don't celebrate his resurrection. He just came back to give orders to who's he going to give orders to, and you know what I mean? So he can go back up with the Most High. It wasn't a resurrection story. He still needs to come back, the second coming of Christ. Remember that? He still needs to do that. How many of their gods came back to give orders and then still need to come back again? Nah, never. But our king is going to come back. Keep going.
Pagan organs of the first Easter.
Here we go.
According to an ancient
Sumerian
legend of Tammuz and his wife India or Ishtar. Tammuz dies. Ishtar is grief-stricken and follows him to the underworld.
So she follows him to the underworld. Go ahead.
Her naked and bowed low, she is judged, killed, and then hung on display.
So naked and bowed low. So she was naked, following him to the underworld. I don't know what the hell that's talking about. That's not because in the Bible there's no such thing as hell as a physical place. Even though we're in hell right now in North America, you know what I mean. But there's no such thing as hell where you burn for eternity. There's no such thing. Go ahead.
In her absence, the earth loses its fertility. Crops cease to grow and animals stop reproducing. Unless something is done, all life on earth will end.
Right. Remember we were talking about those bunny rabbits, right? So when they're talking about loses its fertility, earth loses fertility, right? Those bunny rabbits, what happens when you put two bunny rabbits together? They start bumping uglies. They start bumping uglies, and next thing you know, you have 100 rabbits. Man, you have 100 rabbits, right? Right, and a chicken, right, or a bird, they lay eggs, don't they? And they lay multiple eggs at a time, right? So that's where that myth comes from about the fertility. You feel me? Because bunny rabbits have sex like always bumping uglies and mating, and most animals have a thing called mating season. It's always mating season for rabbits. They don't have a non-mating season. You dig what I'm saying? And then for birds, nobody lays more eggs or more babies than birds or than eggs. Nothing lays one egg. What animal lays one egg? A what? None. No animals lay one egg. That's that fertility thing. Because Ishtar is the goddess of fertility. That's why she has 10 breasts. Because if she has 10 babies, they all need to suckle on the breast. Fertility. Go ahead.
Anan is missing for 3 days.
Is missing for how many?
For 3 days.
So Christ, right? They said Christ died on 3 days, right? Go ahead.
Which her assistant seeks help from other gods. One of them goes to the underworld. Give Tammuz and Ishtar the power to return to earth as the light of the sun for 6 months.
As the light for the sun for 6 months. So the equinox, right? The spring equinox, right? What else happens around the spring equinox? When we was at Passover, this actually happened. No. What happens around the spring equinox? When we was at Passover, this actually happens. Or it was before Passover. It was that week before Passover. No. Yeah, that has something to do with the spring equinox. But what happens? Daylight savings time. The days get longer. The days get longer now. Now the sun stays out longer. Read that one more time. Tammuz and Ishtar.
Tammuz and Ishtar, the power to return to the earth as the light of the sun for 6 months.
As the light of the sun for 6 months. What happens for 6 months? You have March, April, May, June, July, August. It switches it again. The nighttime, the winter or the winter equinox, which just happens around October. Right? Remember we was talking about Halloween and Samhain, and how Samhain was when the winter is getting the winter is getting the nights are getting longer. That was the celebration of that.
So the reason, so for
I blow your mind, huh?
So the way they have everything, the calendar is set up for that specific way.
It's basically.
Because of the gods that they serve.
Can you hold that right there and give me a scripture? Hold that right there and give me Jeremiah chapter 1 or chapter 10, verse 1. Because all of that has something to do with reading the stars, reading the sun, reading the moon. Right?
So chapter 10, verse 1?
Yep.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Right. Remember, he's only speaking to the house of Israel. He's not speaking to everybody else. That's why everybody else has something that they're keeping track of the time and the stars and the moon and all that. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
It says, do what?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
It says, do not learn the way of the heathen. Right? Why is it telling you not to learn the way of the heathen? Because the Lord made blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, made the Israelites separate from everybody on the planet. We're supposed to be the leaders of the earth, not the followers. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody's supposed to follow what we lay down. We're not supposed to follow what they lay down. Go ahead.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Now, when how do we know it's the beginning of the year and it's 14 days of the new year of the new month?
You see how the trees are there?
No.
Or who's count the days?
No.
The moon.
The moon, the sun, the stars. We read those things. Do we worship it? No, we don't worship it. Though we don't worship it. We just had Passover. Passover is not the worship of the new year and all that. It's the worship of the of the Lord setting us free from the Egyptians. Right? That's what we celebrated for. Now, why do they celebrate Easter? To worship the sun coming out for 6 more months, where it can be more daylight for 6 more months. Read that part again.
Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. Keep going.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Because the heathen are dismayed at them. So when the sun, when the sun is out longer, whatever, they make a day to worship it. When the nighttime is longer, they make a day to worship it. Right? Just like they make a day to worship in the dead of the winter. Janice, remember we was talking about that New Year's? About the doors opening and doors closing. Because because the heathens, these other nations, they look at the sky and they're dismayed at the things like that. We're not dismayed at things like that. Because the Lord actually gave us the secrets to the earth. They didn't give it to them. Just like when Christ was here, Christ gave the disciples the secrets of what he was laying down. Not everybody got that. So everybody else didn't understand, but those disciples understood. So we understand what's going on in the earth. Everybody else is just looking like, duh. That's basically, and we're supposed to go teach our people. And our people don't even care. Our people don't want to learn because they're so lost in the folly of what goes on in the earth. Keep reading.
Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
The vanity, the custom of the peoples don't have no meaning, no power in it. You know what I mean? Everybody celebrated Easter, right? You think the Lord cared about that? The Lord did care about that. That's why he killed everybody. That's why the Lord started killing people on Easter. You dig what I'm saying? The Lord did care about that for his people. The Lord cared about his people and what they do. You dig what I'm saying? That's why on 4th of July, there's a whole bunch of when our people celebrate it, it's a whole bunch of deaths going on with our people. Same thing with Christmas, same thing with Easter, same thing with Thanksgiving. When that happens, our people die because the Lord ain't playing. This is not a game. It's not a joke. It's for real. You know what I'm talking about? And the Lord is dead serious. Get it? Dead serious. Go back to the ark. The Lord don't play no nonsense about it, bro.
After 6 months are up, Tammuz returns to the underworld of the dead, remaining there for another 6 months.
Hey, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. So Tammuz comes out for the sun to come out for springtime and summertime, and then after that, when time changes again, Tammuz goes back down for 6 months. You dig what I'm saying? For the winter time. Go ahead.
And Ishtar pursues him,
Prompting
the water god to rescue them both. Thus were the cycles of winter, death, and spring life. Since this myth was discovered on tablets dating back to around 25,000 BC.
2,500.
I was like 2,500. BC, Tammuz and Ishtar might be the protagonist of the first pagan Easter story.
Good night. The first one. That means there's other ones. Go ahead. Uh-oh. What the camera look like?
I'm talking.
All right.
Cultural Easter themes.
Go ahead.
Commentators have cited numerous reasons why cultures have chosen to celebrate Easter in some form. Popular themes have included 1. Light conquering darkness, barren winter giving way to spring birth.
Right.
2.
So that's one of them. Light conquering darkness. Go ahead.
2. Life conquering death, good versus evil.
Life conquering death. Good versus evil. Go ahead.
3. Virgin birth, sacrifice.
Virgin birth and sacrifice, right? Go ahead.
Often these themes are regarded as part of recurring cycles, like the seasons. Every spring, the world comes back to life.
Right? But it's true, though. Every spring, the world does come back to life. Every harvest time, the world does come back to life. Go ahead.
The world comes back to life also. Flowers emerge. Bird songs fill the air. Animals give birth to their young. Death always leads to new life. Some elements, such as the 3-day timeline and the hero going to hell, are also scattered among the mist. Pagan Easter traditions. All the fun things about Easter are pagan. Bunnies are leftover from the pagan festival of Isupk. Hot cross buns are related to Israelites making sweet buns for an idol and religious leaders trying to put a stop to it. Eventually, the violent cake baking pagan woman was successful, and a cross was added to the buns to Christianize them. Today we eat chocolate bunnies and hunt for colorful eggs.
There we go. This is what I want. Go ahead.
The hare and egg are symbolized, associated with Esther, representing the beginning of springtime. In Germanic mythology, it is said that
Ostar,
aka Esther, held a wounded bird she found in the woods by changing it into a hare. Still partially a bird, the hare showed its gratitude to the goddess by laying eggs as gifts.
Good night. Good night. That's what they believe in, bro. Mythology. You know, so, it sounds like something straight out of Game of Thrones. Some straight out of what's that? Lord of the Rings. Something straight out of Harry Potter. That's what it sounds like. Ugh, boof. I healed the bird by turning it into a hare, a rabbit. And the rabbit thanked me by laying eggs. If you change it into a rabbit, it wouldn't lay eggs anymore. Weird. Keep going.
Jesus, hero among many. One writer draws parallels between the story of Jesus and the epic of Enan. This doesn't necessarily mean that there wasn't a real person, Jesus, who was crucified, but rather that if there was, the story is structured and embellished in accordance with a pattern that was very ancient and widespread. Other sacrificial heroes have included Attis, lover of Cybele.
Where we at? Okay.
Cybele. Both of them gods. Attis was born of a virgin.
Stop. Was Christ born of a virgin? They don't know what they're talking about. Go ahead.
Attis was Cybele's lover, although some sources claim him to be her son. Attis fell in love with a mortal and chosen to marry.
Weird. Go ahead.
In response to Cybele's rage, Attis fled to the nearby mountains and he gradually became insane. Eventually committed suicide. She regained her sanity and appealed to Zeus to never allow Attis' corpse to decay. Every year, he would return to life during the yearly rebirth of vegetation, thus identifying Attis as an early dying or reviving god figure.
It's just weird, bro. I know it's all confusing because they're confusion. They're confused. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Other gods associated with resurrection include Horus,
Mithras,
and Dionysus.
Dionysus.
Dionysus was a divine child, resurrected by his grandmother. Dionysus also brought his mom, Semele, back to life. Why not always bringing everybody back to life?
Because they want to have that. What's greater? What's the greatest thing that the Most High did?
The Most High did?
Yeah. Or the greatest thing that the Most High gave power to Christ to do. Brought back Lazarus from the dead. That's the craziest thing. If somebody was dead and they got to come back to life right here in front of you, you'd trip out. Out of all the stories we've heard about Christ, read about, if there was a man that was bringing people back to life, you'll trip out right in front of you. Be like, what the, you know what I'm talking about? Christ literally had wounds in his hand, and when he came back, he still had wounds in his hand. He died in front of everybody. Everybody seen him dead. They put him in the tomb. I look, I'll be terrified. I'd be terrified. I'd be like, what the? You know what I mean? I will have to call and get counsel. Yeah. I will have to call and get counsel. And then when I tell Officer Dawada, he gonna be like, hey, you bullshit. That's what he's gonna tell me. All right, well, I'm gonna have to call and get counsel too. Because you know what I'm talking about, because I don't know what the hell going on. You know what I mean? And then when he calls Cap gonna be like, hold on one second, I'm gonna call it. Yeah. You know, then when he called General Hyman's gonna have to be like, give me a second, I'm gonna call and get counsel also. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna call Commander General Hyman, and it's gonna come back down the chain, like, you know what I mean? Remember, that's why everybody came from far and wide to come see Lazarus. Everybody came to come see, had to come see Christ too. Like, what they talking about? Nah.
Oh, didn't they come back and it was like, they didn't even come back to be like, oh man, he was alive. Oh, they would come back to judge him. Didn't they come back to judge him? Like,
look, when he went to John the Revelator, right, and the island of Patmos, John the Revelator wasn't like, oh, what's up? Yeah, he was like, you know what I mean? He was praying and all that, and he had to turn and look like, you know what I mean? One as a son of man that's standing in the light in the candlelight. I'm pretty sure he was like, you know what I'm talking about? Boy, they said you was dead. You was dead. Like, you know what I'm talking about? You feel me? You was dead, bro. No. You was dead. Just think about it. That's what I'm saying. All right. That's why. So that's why they keep saying he brings back to life, because so it could be so unbelievable, believable. But we know the only people that's really bringing people back to life is Christ and the Most High in Christ. They're the only two. But you know somebody bringing somebody back to life?
oh, no.
I'm trying to tell you. Let me know. Let me know so I can call and report this to Officer Dawada.
I want to say that Wasn't like the tomb dark back then? So like Christ probably like walking, it was dark, and he's like looking back, probably scared.
I don't know, bro. I wasn't there, but I'd be nervous. At first, I would have been like, man, who stole Christ? Somebody came and stole the body, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I would have told them, but there was guards outside the tomb. And when they, you know, the guards were like, ain't nobody been in here. You know what I'm talking? We've been out here the whole night. They was like, no, somebody been out here. And you feel me? The guards were like, nah, ain't nobody been in there. You do what I'm saying? I'd have been, somebody stole Jesus, bro. Somebody stole Yahweh shot, bro. We got to go find out who stole Yahweh shot. You dig what I'm saying? All right.
Man, crazy.
Blow your mind, right, man? Let's get back to the scriptures, bro. We done with that. We already got what we needed out of, off that, right? Give me Exodus 20 and 3.
You said Exodus 2 and 3?
20 and 3. Exodus 20 and 3, because so we know that the Lord is a jealous God, right? The Lord is very jealous. The Lord don't want us worshiping no other gods. How would you feel? How would you feel, right? If, what can I say? It's like you have kids, right? And you raising your kids, doing all these things for your kids, and then somebody just come in and take all the glory for you doing everything for your kids. How would you feel? You'd be like, what you talking about? That's how the Lord feels. Because the Lord does, the Lord wakes us up every day. Right? The Lord is the reason why everything happens for us. You dig what I'm saying? But we go and give it to Ishtar. We go and give it to the Christmas God, the Halloween God.
So pretty much like you have your original father, right? The birth dad who like made you, but then you have your stepdad. You just treat your original father like crap, and then you treat the stepdad like he's amazing.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, really, your father does everything for you.
Oh, good. Like, he does everything. He gives you the clothes.
And then another person just come in and take the credit. Yeah, I know they like, so what's the problem? Well, our father punishes us for giving that credit to somebody else, to another God. Our Father punishes us. Hit us upside the head with the stick right here. You know what I'm talking about? He walking down the street, get hit upside the bow. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? Heart attack, diabetes, heart diseases. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right. The Lord is telling them that thou shalt not have no. Is the one before it is it say something about the Lord being jealous?
Oh, wow, this is out of the land of Egypt, out of the
House of bondage. All right. So let's keep reading on 3.
Verse 1.
Now read 3 again.
Okay, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
All right. So now the Lord is telling you, the Lord is telling us not to not have no other gods before us, before him, right? And then we go and celebrate Ishtar or Easter, right? Go celebrate Halloween, Samhain, go celebrate Christmas, go celebrate the Valentine's Day God, right? But we don't celebrate, but we don't keep Passover, don't keep Feast of Unleavened Bread, no worshiping the sun God every Sunday, right? Is that Is that putting other gods before the Most High? Before the God of this Bible? Right? Go ahead.
Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
What do you think those Easter eggs that everybody dipping that food color in and all that good, all that nonsense and malarkey and BS, when they dip them eggs in those, what's the name that decorate the Easter eggs? What is that?
That's making a graven image.
Right, that's making a graven image. All these Easter bunnies and Easter baskets.
Also from Babylon too. They did that way back in Babylon.
Yeah, colorful eggs. We was talking about that. The colorful eggs, the Easter baskets, they go on Easter egg hunts, the chocolate bunnies. Right? When we was at the stores, you know, you was seeing all the Easter candy, all the Easter baskets and the confetti and all that. It's gone. It's gone. Because it was only there before Easter.
Like, no, there's still some there, but everybody ate it up.
Right. I wonder. I forget what's coming up next. Memorial Day. Something coming up next. I know it is. Keep going.
Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath,
Right.
or that is in the water under the earth.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them.
It says, "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them." You want to know something? When I was in the Christian church, right? It's like all of us was. We go to church before. We go to church. Like what was it called? Before the church service on Sunday, like Sunday school. Wherever we go to that, right? So you know, all of us kids, we were sitting around, you know, talking, whatever. And I used to see the I don't know what you would call them, the pastors, whatever. They'll go up there to the Caesar Borgia that's behind the pulpit, and everybody would take turns bowing down and praying to that. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Real talk. And I used to be like, I used to be sitting there wondering, like they really bowing down to it.
Damn.
It's crazy. Keep going.
Nor serve them.
No. Oh yeah. Nor serve them. Right? But that's what they're doing when they go to that Christian church. They're serving another God. You feel me? And the God is who? Who's that God they're serving? Or who are they making a God?
They're making that image of God. Oh, that Caesar Borgia.
Yeah, but make it plain for me.
Oh, the Easter egg.
Nope. They're making. Who told them about the Easter egg?
Our oppressors.
So who are they making a God?
Our oppressors.
They're making their oppressors gods. That's why they worship them. Yes, sir, you boss. Whatever you say, boss. When we got an oppressor down on his knees and he's gonna kissing our boots, who comes and stops them? You don't have to do that. You're better than this. You're God.
Our own people.
Our own people. Boom. Keep going.
For I, the Lord, thy God, am a jealous God.
Right? The Lord is a what?
A jealous God.
Yeah, the Lord has emotions. The Lord he angry. The Lord be jealous. I don't know if he's sad. I don't know. I've never heard that. I'll have to call my camp leader. But the Lord has emotions. You know what I'm talking about? He said he's a jealous God. When you be doing all this other stuff with all these other guys, he gets jealous. And his wrath comes out. Go ahead.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Right. He's visiting the iniquity of the fathers and the sons. You got a scripture about like that?
Visiting the fathers and the sons?
Yeah.
saying he would visit the fathers and the sons.
or something about punishing the fathers and the sons, or
forget thy children. You talking about that one? I'll conquer, yeah.
get it for me. Go ahead. Hosea 4:12. 4:2. Yep. Excellent. Everybody give Caviar a hand. Everybody give Caviar a hand. Go ahead and get that out. That's my dog. Man, I want to wonder if I got to make that children pass through the fire. All right, go ahead.
This book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of." Is it everybody's people? Is his people everybody? No, he said my people. He didn't say the Edomites. He didn't say the Ishmaelites. What's up?
It's like, who are we talking about?
It's Hosea talking. Go up to 4:1. Oh, let me see it.
I won't be able to like if someone be like, who's talking? I won't be like,
Yeah, go ahead. 4:1. Yeah. Yeah.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord has
A controversy.
A controversy.
Yeah, it looks like a U because that's a 1611. So the Lord got a controversy, right, with the children of Israel. Right? He got a controversy with them because he told them to do something. You know what I'm talking about? The Lord told them to do something, and the children of Israel ain't doing it. You dig what I'm saying? So the Lord got a problem with the children of Israel. And he's telling them, like, bruh, I got a problem with y'all. You feel me? Like you dig what I'm saying? Y'all don't hear nothing I be talking about, bro. I be telling y'all to do this. I be telling y'all not to do Easter. Y'all do Easter. I be telling y'all not to do Christmas. Y'all do Christmas. You dig what I'm saying? The Lord the Lord got a problem. Is that wrong for the Lord to have a problem? It's right for the Lord to have a problem. He's the Lord. You dig what I'm saying? A controversy, an alt, a problem, right? A disagreement, like, bruh, I've been telling y'all to do this. I've been telling y'all since the beginning of time what to do. I passed it down orally. You dig what I'm saying? I passed it down orally. Then Moses got it, and he wrote it down for you for future generations. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I've been telling y'all what to do. I sent Samuel. I sent Nathan, King David. You know what I mean? You wanted a king. I gave you a king in Saul. He was a wicked king. I took his, and I gave you a king in David. David wasn't as bad as, you know what I mean? David I liked. David I loved. He was a man after my own heart. He was a warrior. He made some mistakes, but he got punished for that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you dig what I'm saying? The Lord is like, what else do you want? Like, what do y'all want me to come down and keep it for you? You dig what I'm saying? Then I know he was pissed off when he sent Christ. I know he was pissed off. You feel me? Then he had to come down to the disciples, tell them, this is my son, I'm well pleased. Hear ye him. You dig what I'm saying? The Lord has an indignation. He has a problem with the nation of Israel. So much of a problem that he took his name off of us. Think about us going into captivity. He let us go into that captivity on slave ships. Think about how pissed off the Lord has to be to let his children, the ones that he loved on the earth, go into captivity under another nation. Strip his name from him. He was pissed off. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what he's talking about right here. Go ahead.
A controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land.
Right.
There's two. by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery. They break out, and blood touches blood. Verse 3. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish with the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven. Yea, the fish of the sea also shall be taken away.
Right, that land's gonna be desolate. It's gonna be desolate as hell. You ain't gonna have shit. Nothing to yourself. So like you wrote, I just want to talk like a real one. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? Like think of a father when he pissed off at you, like when you got in some trouble. You know what I'm talking about? He was like, I can't believe you did that shit, son. Like, I can't believe you did that. That, you know what I mean? I'm taking your PlayStation, I'm taking your TV, you ain't got no radio. You know what I'm talking about? Give me all your brand new Jordans. I want your cell phone. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you feel me? He's taking everything. You gotta cut the grass 3 times a week. It don't grow that fast. I don't give a damn. 3 times, you know what I'm talking about? You can't play football, can't play no basketball. You better be in this house. You ain't even going to school. You homeschooled now. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he's taking everything away from you. No friends, no Hot Pockets, no pizza rolls, no. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead. You dig what I'm saying? I'm taking everything from you, bro. And that's what the Lord did. He took everything from us. Took our land from us, took everything from us, bro. Our name hit the, you know what I mean? That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And until last year, you didn't even know you was an Israelite. You thought you was black. You thought you was African American, even worse. You dig what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 4. Let no man strive nor reprove another. For this people are as they that strive with the priest.
Keep going.
Verse 5. Therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy thy mother.
Right. You feel me? So the people gonna fall, and the priests are gonna fall also. That's something that really didn't happen.
So it didn't happen?
No. We always have our priesthood set up. There was always a priesthood, a priest or something. When the Pharisees and Sadducees, the Levitical priesthood, we always had it. But he was telling me, like, y'all ain't even gonna have priests no more, nigga. Only thing y'all gonna have out there is gang members, Crips and Bloods, Vice Lords, GDs, BDs. You dig what I'm saying? He's like, I'm taking everything away from you. And when did the priesthood come back?
1969.
Most High in Christ. Go ahead.
That's crazy. Verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Right, because you rejected the knowledge of these laws, statutes, and commandments, and what I told you to do. You feel me? You rejected my knowledge, but you accepted every other nation's knowledge. You accepted the Christmas. You accepted the Easters. You accepted the Baal. You accepted the golden calf. You accepted everything except what I was trying to give you, which was the greatest thing on this planet. And all you had to do was obey. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Now the Lord is going to reject us. And the Lord been rejecting us. That's the thing about it. The Lord been rejecting us, and we just don't. And then, like, so the Lord rejects us, then we act like we don't give a damn. You know how many people know that black people have a problem here in America? all black people and Hispanic people and Native American people know that this is a fucked up mess. Know that this is a messed up place, and know that we have a problem that we need to fix. Right? Right? Everybody knows this. Now, when we on the corners, right? How many black and proud and all these different shirts that you see, or all these different, you know what I mean? They be a lot, right? You see a lot, like, so that you thinking they should stop and be like, oh, there's some brothers out there on the corner talking about how messed up we is and what the solutions to get out of this situation that we in. So you think they would stop, right? Do they ever stop? They just keep walking. Better yet, they talk about us. A Power Ranger, right? The brother that at the Passover that had the two wolves, you know what I mean, which is a glorious sight in the Lord's eyes. A glorious sight in the Lord's eyes. It's glorious. The Lord was looking like, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about next year, I'm gonna give you some wolves to kill yourself so you can have some real wolves' heads. Something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know that. I don't know how to, you know what I mean? But the Lord probably, you know what I mean? But they had the nerve to talk about him. They had the nerve to talk about him, but that's a glory. Like they were talking about him like he's not a priest. They talk about us like we not. They talk about us like we're not the creme de la creme. Like we're not the righteous men on the earth. Like we're not the priests and prophets of the Lord. How do you think the Lord feels about that? I'm sending you prophets. I'm sending you priests. I'm sending you men after my own heart. And you're going to talk about them? You're going to walk by like they're not there? Like they're not there to save you? He's giving everybody a chance. All blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans a chance to be able to get to how can I say it? Yeah, giving them a chance to get the kingdom of heaven, to actually serve the Lord. He's giving everybody a chance. But the ones that's walk by here and just don't act like we ain't even there, you know what I'm talking about? And then the ones that come in here and then leave, oh, they're going to get it the worst. You do what I'm saying? You come in here, you get a Hebrew name, and then you leave? You just give up. Don't want to go to no feast days. Don't want to go to no Sabbath services. Don't want to go to no camp. Don't want to do nothing. Want to lay up under a woman. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, it's convenient when you need it, when you need something. But once you don't need nothing no more, now you gone. You dig what I'm saying? Can't get no work out of you. At one point in time, you said you love the brothers. You'll make sure nothing happened to them. But then, where you at now? You dig what I'm saying? Keep going. Slow.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Right, go ahead.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
Right, that we're not. And what were we priest? Was you a priest? Was you a priest? No, you wasn't. I said, was you a priest? You a priest now, of course. You're Capiar. You're not who you used to be in the world. You know what I'm talking about? I wasn't either. I priest. Here, bro. When I ran across this, I was like, nah. You know what I'm talking about? But me being a thinking man, I was like, let me see what they talk about, bro. That's, you know what I'm talking about? That's some ill stuff right there. You know what I'm talking about? And the more I watched, the more I was like, you know what I'm talking about? Then when I seen slave ships, I said, see, this I don't know. I was like, I said, and I started thinking, I said, I've been in church a while, you know what I'm talking about? And ain't nobody ever told me about no slave ships. I said, but I ain't the smartest brother in the world, but I understand that's talking about slave ships. And I started thinking, I said, everybody ain't been on slave ships. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas, yeah. I didn't even know about the Hispanic brothers then. I didn't know nothing about it. I knew black folks. I was like, yeah, we've been in, tomorrow. Yeah, we've been in captivity.
Yeah, learn about the transatlantic slave trade, but I didn't know too much about it until now.
Yeah, because it make you study. It make you go to it because you worried about football and basketball and LeBron James and Michael Jordan. You worried about all that when you need to be worried about your history and your culture, about your people. You dig what I'm saying? I wasn't no priest. You wasn't no priest. Officer Dawada wasn't no priest. Captain Yatazak wasn't no priest. You know what I'm talking about? None of us were priests. We were just regular-os. If that's the word. I don't know if that's the word. Regular, ordinary Negroes. You know what I'm talking about? The wickedest of the wicked of the wicked. Go ahead.
Seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Wait. Read that one more time. Seeing that
thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also.
Wait. Talking about the law of their God, right? Is Passover in the law? Is Feast of Unleavened Bread in the law? Is Easter 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 in the law? Is Christmas in the law? You're giving me the wrong answer.
Actually, come closer. It is in the law. It is in the law. It's not so good.
My man. That's what I'm talking about. It is in the law. It is in the law. That's why I like to ask everybody about is Christmas in the Bible? Christmas trees in the Bible? And then they say, nah, of course it ain't. I'm like, well, now I know you really don't know the Bible because it is. You know what I'm talking about? And it's telling you not to celebrate it. I said, you that's a goofy. You know what I'm talking about? Because it is in the law. It's telling you not to celebrate. It's telling you what not to celebrate and what to celebrate. You know what I'm talking about? That's why we bring out the truth about it and how it's a worship of other gods, so we can tell people that it is in the law. You dig what I'm saying? Keep going. So he said, since thou hast forgotten thy law, you know what I'm talking about, which everybody on the earth, all of our people have forgotten the law. Have forgotten the law. We go and tell them like about pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, simple laws. You know what? How many times black people be like, man, what is that y'all wearing on y'all pants? You be like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, man, I thought y'all Christians, bro. I thought y'all read the Bible. We do. We read the Bible. Yeah, but you don't live it. They read the Bible, but they don't live the Bible.
Where's your friends?
Right. I've had some Christians tell me that's a law for the children of Israel. Most High in Christ. You are the children of Israel. No, I'm not. They don't want to be that, bro. Because it comes with a sense of responsibility. Once you know the law, you can't just be a filthy drug dealer. Once you know the law, you can't be a filthy whore or a whoremonger. Once you know the laws, you can't do the same thing you used to do. You dig what I'm saying? You have to change. You don't change, it'll eat at you every single day. It'll eat at you every single day to where you don't get no peace like Judas. You know what I'm talking about? Judas didn't get no peace. It'll eat at you every single day. Feel me? Go ahead.
Verse 7. As they were increased, so they sinned against me.
Oh, no, children.
Oh, son. I will also forget thy children.
Right. So the Lord ain't only digging into you. You feel me? The Lord is gonna dig into your children also. Because is children born sinning? No, they're not born sinning, but they're born into a world of sin. Who teaches kids sin? Their parents. Their parents. When a kid is born, he don't care about no birthdays. The kid be 1 year old, barely even walking around spitting up. Dog. You know what I'm talking about? He's not worried about birthday. But he do birthday on first year, second year, third year, fourth year. By that fifth year, what is he looking for? He's looking forward towards his birthday. Same thing with Christmas. He's looking for Christmas. Presents. Same thing with Easter. That's why they get chocolate and those little Easter eggs, stuff like that. So they can, because they have to make it acceptable to children. Go ahead.
In America, when you don't do it, then you become a bad parent.
Yeah.
All the other people.
Yeah, because they be looking at you like, boy, what do you mean? What about the kids? That's what I'm saying. Y'all gonna let y'all kids pass through the fire? I pray, give me that, bro. You got that? You got that scripture? Yeah, I forgot what it is. I think it is in Exodus.
Second Kings, Second Kings 17 and 17.
No. Leviticus.
Oh, you want the Leviticus 18 to 21?
Yeah. Because in Second Kings, it was something that they was doing.
Oh.
It's actual story that goes with that.
Oh, also we can't use that?
Yeah, we can use it, but it's a story that goes with it.
Okay. Oh, you want to explain it?
No, I don't want to break. I don't want to not mess the story up. I don't want to give the story away yet.
Okay. So this is the book of Leviticus chapter 18, verse 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire, Smola. Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God.
Right.
I am the Lord.
Right. Read that one more time.
And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire.
Right. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire. Man, hold on. That's not the one. There's one.
2 Chronicles 33 and 6.
No. Exodus 18. Deuteronomy 18. Deuteronomy 18. Deuteronomy 18 and 10. Yep, Deuteronomy 18.
10?
Yep.
So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 10. There shall not.
Can I say something real fast? And the Lord cares about your children. You see how many times he was telling you about your kids? You know what I'm talking about? Don't let your kids pass through the fire. There's one in Leviticus. There's one in Chronicles. There's a story about it in Second Kings, Deuteronomy, Exodus. Yes, you know what I mean? The Lord cares about your kids more than you care about your kids. That's crazy. Go ahead. Salaki.
This is the book of Leviticus.
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy, chapter
18.
18, verse 10. there shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire.
What? How are they making their kids pass through the fire, Capiar?
By teaching them the holidays of America, the pagan worship. Pagan holidays.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Make it broader.
Big brother?
Yeah.
I'm not teaching them the laws.
Everybody give Caviar a hand. Yeah, so Caviar. Yeah, so Caviar is on point today by making them not teach the laws. They're letting them pass through the fire. Because how can they know that they're pissing off the Most High, making the Most High angry, if nobody ever tells them? They're kids. They don't know anything. That's why I think where was we at? And I was telling them, I was like, kids are way smarter. We was at camp. Kids are way smarter than grown-ups. If kids don't know something, they go, Mom, why is that light red? Why is it red, yellow, and green? What does green mean? When grown-ups don't know, they just walk by like, I don't care. That's why when we're out there at camp, the kids always be looking like, and then the parents be like, come on. Because the kids are curious, like, what the hell? Like, y'all told what they talk about? Easter, God don't like Easter. Why don't God like Easter, Mr. Mean Man? That's what they want to say, Mr. Mean Man. Why don't God like Easter? But the parents be like, and the parents know that Easter is pagan. They know bunnies don't lay eggs, but they tell their kids that in the first place. You know what I'm talking about? They know these things, but they do it anyway. Oh, Officer Davidoff was up there. He's like, I'm probably out here wasting my time because I'm telling you all this, and everybody's walking by like, yeah, that's right, and you're probably gonna go to church tomorrow. Exactly, you're probably gonna go to church tomorrow. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Because King David must have had an Easter egg hunt. Moses must have had an Easter egg hunt. Christ had to have an Easter egg hunt. You know, so Christ had to have an Easter egg hunt. He was petting bunnies that lay eggs. Go ahead. You have something to say? Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, come. That's why when those teenagers, they came by and I started asking questions, like, what? Like, whoa. But all the parents just kept on walking by.
Because the teenagers ain't never heard it. And the teenagers at the age where they be like, I'm going to be lying anyway.
Oh, girl.
You know, so she tell me not to lie all the time, but she be lying about her job all the time. She told her job the other day that she was sick, but she just got her income taxes and she wanted to go spend it. You want to know how I know? You want to know how I know? Because I've seen it before. I'm just saying, Art. I'm just saying, Art. I ain't the smartest brother in the world, but I can't put pieces together. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like right now, everybody got the income tax, so everybody out in the world eating shrimp, crab, lobster, buying new clothes, new shoes. They finna be broke next month. They ain't gonna have no money. Yeah, all that stuff. They're gonna be back to selling plates. They're gonna be back to selling plates, and next week everybody gonna be drug kingpin weed man. Your Facebook, everybody gonna be like, yeah, I got that Glau pack. Everybody on your Facebook gonna be like, gonna have prices up there and everything. Watch, because now their money dwindling down, and the only thing they know to make money is get drugs and sell it. Because that's all they show them on TV. Snowfall selling drugs, BMF selling drugs, Power selling drugs. That's all they show them on TV. That's all black people can do, I guess, is sell drugs. Godfather of Harlem selling drugs. And they're teaching their kids this. What's up?
That's like almost in every movie that you watch nowadays. Drugs.
Black people
Black people selling drugs.
selling drugs. That's the only thing black people are good at.
Black people murdering, killing,
Yep.
stealing.
And sex.
All it is.
Baby mama, baby daddy drama. To make it look like it's normal for us. So that way when the kids see it, they go, it's normal. It's normal. Right. Any questions online?
Oh, wow.
There's quite a few people on there. Oh. Hey, y'all got any questions? Y'all can go ahead and put them in online. Y'all talking about, I like questions. Ooh. Wait. You want to? I got another scripture I want to bring out, honestly. I know. Give me Psalms 96 and 4. Psalms 96 and 4. Because in saying this today about Easter, everybody worried about Ishtar, want to go celebrate Ishtar. Everybody needs to worry about how to serve the Most High and praise the Most High. You fearing what's going to happen if you don't celebrate Easter. You need to be fearing about what's going to happen because you don't celebrate Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Oh, shoot.
What?
I'm going to say this scripture.
Of course you need to save this scripture. Go ahead and read it whenever you're ready.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 69.
Nope.
Oh, sorry. Chapter 96, verse 4. For the Lord is great.
Right, the Lord is what?
The Lord is great.
Ain't nothing greater than the Most High, man. What can be greater than the Most High? He created the angels. Aren't the angels greater than you? He created Christ. Isn't Christ greater than you? Christ is way better than me. You know what I'm talking about? Christ is way better than me. Christ gave his life for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He's way better than anybody I've ever met. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And greatly to be praised.
And the Lord is greatly to be praised, man. We should praise him. We should serve the Lord. You know what I'm talking about? Forget all this Easter business. We should have been doing the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You dig what I'm saying? Forget all this Easter business. Should have been at the Passover. The Passover is somewhere that we should have been. I see everybody in their Easter suits, looking all this, that, looking all white, looking all oppressorist. Oppressorist. What do I call it? Meanwhile, at the Passover, I seen everybody in their garments, and I was like, man, that's what I want to look like. You dig what I'm saying? That's what I want to look like. I want to look like him. I like his garment, and I like his garment. She has a beautiful dress on. Look at that sister's head, nose piece with the head thing. You know what I mean? The little head jewelry thing. You know what I mean? My boy Yarmark had a crown on. You know, good night. You feel me? You're good. You feel me? That boy Yarmark had a crown on. I was like, good night. You know, give it up for him. You feel me? He's taking the kingdom right now. That's what I'm talking about. Keep going, Doc.
He is to be feared. He is to be feared above all gods.
Right. He is to be feared above all gods. You fearing Ishtar. You need to be fearing the Lord. The Lord power Yahweh. That's who you need to be fearing. You know what I'm talking about? They fearing a Christmas God. They need to be fearing Yahweh. They need to be fearing the Most High. Most High kill your body and your soul. You feel me? Keep going.
Verse 5. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
What is Buddha?
Idols.
The Dalai Lama?
Idols.
Ishtar?
Idols.
Krishna?
Idols.
Caesar Borgia?
Idols.
The Lucretia Borgia?
Idols.
What am I? Who else am I missing? You know what I'm talking about? All these different gods out here are idols, bro. Allah.
Idols.
You know what I'm talking about? They're idols. Go ahead.
But the Lord made the heaven.
Right. All these other gods didn't do a jack. Didn't do nothing. But the Lord did what?
But the Lord made the heavens.
The Lord made the heavens and the earth. The Lord made me and you. The Lord made the cat, the dog. The Lord made, as much as we don't like shrimp, right? It's unclean for us to eat. The Lord made shrimp, something that could survive with no hands.
Oh,
You think what I'm saying? Something that just lay at the bottom of the ocean and eat dirt and poop. The Lord made that to clean the ocean. Ain't that like, it's crazy. You ain't never thought about that? How the Lord made something to clean the ocean? I never thought about that either. The Lord just made something to clean the ocean. You know what? The water gets dirty because the whales and everything and the fish are gonna be pooping. You know what? We need something out there that eats that eats poop. Make shrimp. We got roaches that eat the stuff on the earth, and you know what I mean. Make something that's gonna eat the stuff on in the ocean. Duh. You know, so the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. You know what I mean? That's why the Lord told us what to eat and what not to eat, because the Lord is great. What's up, Caviar?
Oh, it's like, so when we were talking about the children, earlier how the parents train, we were talking about how the parents, as the children do apart. I don't know if I can read the scripture, the Proverbs 22:6.
Bring it up.
It was about how you were asking, like, who trains the child, teaches the child.
Yeah. Train up a child in the way he should go. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bust your. I didn't mean to. You know what I mean? Brush your scripture out like that. But am I right? I know, bro.
So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 6.
Right.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Right. Train up a child in the way he should go. You know what? You know why kids disobey their parents when they get of age?
Because their parents train them that way.
Exactly. Their parents train them to be disobedient because because the parents are disobedient. The parents are disobedient to the Most High, so the kids are disobedient to the parents. It's that simple. Train up a child in the way he should go. They didn't train them up in the way that they should go. So of course they're gonna go the opposite way. What's up, Art? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so the Most High was like, so since you didn't follow me, and follow do what I told you, your parents aren't gonna, or your children aren't gonna do what you told them to do.
Right.
No.
And you think the Most High gonna let that in the kingdom?
Nah.
Hell no. Halt. Who goes there? You know, so that's what they're gonna be. That's how they're gonna be. No, brother. No. You feel me? You can't come in here. Peter, your name not on that list. You can't come in here. Why can't I come in here? Because you know, about no, Christmas ain't coming in the kingdom. It's not. It's not. All right. And with that, I pass the class over to Precinct Officer Capion.
This is the Isupk security announcements. We're the Isupk started out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the commandment study. It's like rule for new brother and sister.
When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Mishra means tenth in Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests. Not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Feast of First Fruits starts after the Sabbath, 11th bread. Sundown, Sunday, April 9th, 2023. Count 50 days. Celebrate the 50th day. Monday, May 29th, 2023. Start before sundown. And you can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 10 through 22. Right, it was the Feast of First Fruits?
Yep, he's the first fruit.
Oh, dang, that's crazy. This is around when I came to the truth. Like, also, if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, scarf. And this concludes the Isupk security announcements. With that, Majum, which means staying. Sorry, one palm walk with them. Is it turn to face the east? Gonna read the Lord's Prayer and watch on Kadash.
Are you on the phone? Oh, don't worry, I'll come there. I'm tall.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malatuka, Taba'ah, Matazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baratiza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Natanana, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakna, Kabawatna, Kasalakna, Kabawatina, Walala, Tabi'ayna, Bonasai one, Abal, Haishayna, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wahala, Watapara, I love you, Amen.
By down in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day, our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Turn face front. Okay, now we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat. Amajim, Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Brakatham.
Yadi Matah. Now we're going to turn and face the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat. Amajim, Barak.
Yahweh Shema Alatham Shem Yahushua.
Yadi Matah. Class dismissed.
Yeah.